We're in a time where so many people feel alone, yet we have something in our pocket that can connect us to anyone and everyone we've ever wanted to talk to. Temporary love is at an all-time high. Nobody's really willing to stick around through tough times with their significant other if they could just find another person. So the question arises, does true love exist? So today I'm here with
Deja.
I'm Eric.
Izzy.
My name's Ashley.
Victoria.
Miriam.
So today I'm here with
Malia.
Julie.
Ariana. Hi, Jasmine.
Patrick.
Mark.
Rachel.
Is it possible to love another person if you do not love yourself?
No, I feel like you have to have self-love first before loving someone else. I don't know, that's just always my motto. I have to love myself before I love someone else because I can't give that love to another person if I don't have the love for myself, you know?
I don't think it is possible to love somebody else if you don't love yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, you create your own toxicity and then you spread that to your supposed partner who's supposed to be there with you, which can cause so many issues, and then you're ready to blame everybody but yourself because you haven't worked on yourself yet.
I think with the right person, yes, but they have to love you a whole lot.
I think you have to be really comfortable in your own skin before you start taking care of others, so I would say no.
How do you know what you and another person have is real if you cannot feel what they feel?
Well, what is real in that instance, Reality is our own perception. So, a person can tell you, they can show you through actions, which they should consistently. But, you will never know exactly what their feelings are, but if they're choosing every day to be with you, to make you happy, to fulfill your needs, wants, and desires, they do love you.
I don't know, that's actually a really good question. I think everybody has their own perception of what love is. So you could love someone a certain way, but they'll be like, that's not the way that I want to love. I want to be loved. So I think it's something that you just figure out.
I think it just all depends on trust. You have to really, really trust that person, and I think trust is the foundation of any relationship.
So my next question is, do you think true love exists?
Absolutely. I think it comes in different forms, and I think that it's not always black and white. It's not going to be this is what it looks like, but I definitely think that true love does exist, for sure.
Why might someone stick around in a relationship where they aren't loved in?
Jesus. I think that people are scared to be alone, and I think people are scared to hurt other people, so they're more likely to just kind of go with the flow as opposed to having that really hard conversation of this isn't working.
Different factors. They probably get used to not being alone, and the physical aspect of it, the sexual relationship and shit, I guess. I don't know. Why'd you stay with me for 3.5 years, even though all her friends told her to break up with me? Yeah. Why?
I don't want to answer that question.
No, tell them why. That's the answer.
I don't know. Yeah, you get used to being with someone. You get in a routine, and then it's scary to get out of routine. So.
I mean, it's a whole bunch of different reasons. You could be you could have a trauma bond, or, just a whole bunch of different stuff, the memories, or you think of the potential in the person and you don't want to let that go.
What are some signs that someone doesn't love you?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
I feel I don't know, I feel these days there's a lot of love bombing going on, so it's really hard to tell if someone's actually feeling it, because they can switch up at any moment, so it is really hard, yeah.
If you have to keep bringing up a certain situation that bothers you and they're okay, I'll change, but nothing really happens, it's the same thing over and over.
Disrespect, and I feel just not being open and honest with intentions definitely is the way to tell that someone doesn't love you.
What are some signs that someone loves you?
I think some signs that someone loves you is if they think about you often, and they let you know that they're thinking about you, and they do small things for you that are important and selfless things.
Yeah, definitely when they show that they care about you with your actions. But my favorite thing is like when they look at you and you just know that look. Yeah, a bit like adoration.
How they work with you, because not every day is a good day, and I think that finding somebody that works with you through not only through their problems but your problem is a really good indicator, and how they adapt to your personality, because as people we have our own personalities, our own individualistic traits, and I think that that doesn't always mesh with another person even though we love them. So working through those personality differences I feel like is a good way to see if you're compatible or not.
Why might someone want to leave a relationship rather than stay and fix the problem?
I think because they feel like there's other people out there for them rather than staying and fixing. I prefer to stay and fix rather than go and start over with somebody else. But yeah, they think there's other people out there, and out in this world there's really nothing, so.
Some people leave because sometimes they've seen certain signs or, telltale stories of before, and they don't want to deal with that anymore, so they leave, because why would they stick around for the story to happen again? There's also the possibility that some people aren't ready to deal with other people's problems, and if they can't deal with it, they're not going to stay for it. So it depends on the person and where they are at their life and how they feel emotionally.
How can lack of love affect someone's mental health?
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's where like demon people are created, like people that like just do fucked up shit later on in their lives, like the big criminals and stuff, like they just weren't loved, and that's why people end up doing like really bad things, I feel like. I don't sympathize with people that like do all those heinous crimes and stuff, but like I understand like how they developed into being that person.
Yeah, I'd say like the absence of love is like hate, and you just would have anger.
Ooh, like highly, highly. And I think like lack of love from other people, like I think that there's two pieces to it. You have to like learn to love each other, to love yourself and to love other people. But if other people don't show you love, it's hard to understand how to love yourself. So that can be such a big piece of it. Like seeing other people love you despite your flaws and despite the mistakes that you make, help you understand how to love yourself even when you make mistakes. And so I think that's like one of the pieces that helps for your own mental health, is to see other people are able to love you, and so therefore you can love yourself.
What are some ways that you want to spread more love in the world?
I think by giving back. I'm a loving person, so I like to give back to everybody.
I like just want to like laugh more. I want to be more myself. I think like I don't want to edit myself or like be like what I think other people want me to be. I think that's the best way we can spread love.
Generosity, I think. Being kind to animals and not eating them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think kindness is probably the biggest one. I think a lot of times, especially in New York, people are kind of focused on the things that they're doing. And even though the pandemic was obviously like a really like horrible thing and a lot of death, I think coming out of it, a lot of people started to appreciate other people, like more people were having conversations. So I think it's just like, I don't know, you came up to us and you started talking to us. So I think it's just having a conversation and being willing to listen and talk.